Different species, different sizes, all with one effect. Invasive species are species that are non-native in a specific area, damaging, consuming, and competing against native species, risking both human health and ecosystems. Invasive species can be brought through natural causes like upstream of rivers or with human relations. With that being said, some invasive species were brought intentionally. Water hyacinth was introduced into different parts of the world. With the beauty it possessed, it is used as an ornamental garden plant for water gardens. Today, this free-floating aquatic plant affects animals, mostly fish, and plants that live and grow below the water surface and clog waterways, preventing people's access to water.
Water hyacinth is a free-floating and flowering invasive aquatic plant originated from Amazon basin, South America. It has spread mainly to the tropics and subtropics since 1800s. Water hyacinth has been considered as an invasive aquatic plant in the United States since 1984, in Africa since early 1900s, in Asia since 1902, and in Europe since 1930s. The reproduction systems of water hyacinth are both sexual and asexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction is by producing seeds through flowers, whereas the asexual reproduction is by budding through vegetative reproduction systems. The invasive plant doubles itself within 5 to 15 days. The water hyacinth has significant negative impacts on ecosystem services, limiting cultural service that people obtain from an ecosystem. Water hyacinth, any aquatic plant of the genus Eschornia of the picorelid family, or the Pontederiaceae, consisting of about 5 species. Native primarily to tropical America. Some species float in shallow water, others are rooted in muddy stream banks and lake shores. All have slender rootstocks, feathery roots, rosettes of stalk leaves, and few to many flowers arranged in spikes or clusters in the leaf axils. The Eschornia crassipes or Eschornia crassips, also known as the common water hyacinth, is the most widely distributed species. Its leaf stalk is spongy and inflated, and the upper lobes of the purple flowers have blue and yellow markings. It reproduces quickly and often clogs slow-flowing streams. It is used as an ornamental in outdoor pools and aquariums.
Effects of water hyacinth. Despite the beautiful appearance of the water hyacinth, it is considered to be one of the invasive species here in our ecosystem. Because of the water's high sewage concentrations, the plant yields about 657 tons of dry matter per hectare a year. Its presence has caused barriers to waterways, consequently causing problems in marine transportation, like fishing and irrigation. Especially in the major water areas of the Philippines, like Pasig River, Laguna de Bay, etc. By clogging up waterways and irrigation systems, it causes heavy floods and increased pollution, especially during rainy seasons. According to Mr. Edgardo Manda, General Manager of Laguna Lake Development Authority. In Laguna de Bay, it covers 20% of the lake's surface area. It reduces biological diversity since there is a threat to the survival of the aquatic species. Water hyacinth impacts native submerged plants, alters immersed plant communities by pushing away and crushing them, and also alter animal communities by blocking access to the water and eliminating plants the animals depend on for shelter and nesting. These are some of the scenarios that water hyacinth is truly a damaging plant to our surroundings.
Water hyacinth may be invasive, but still, people have found out ways to not only mitigate its damage to the environment, but also turn it into something profitable. Many people that reside in an area near lakes have thought of a way of turning this destructive plant into beautiful mats and baskets that can be used or sold into the market. The process of making this beautiful product starts by harvesting nearby water hyacinths that clumped up in the nearby shore. Next is to dry the water hyacinth on an area to turn it into something that can be weaved. Then the dried strands of water hyacinths follow a carefully thought out pattern and structure to make it into a durable product. Most people are afraid of the idea of an invasive species taking over an area and eventually destroying it and distorting nature's balance. But some people found a way to not only stop it, but also make it into something positive.
The wonders of the world will never cease to both amaze and scare us at the same time. The inconvenience that we encounter by nature is just a struggle we have not learned to adapt to. The water hyacinths are nature's belle seemingly made to be noticed and made into life's natural and productive innovation. We have made them into use although we treat them as something bad, considering we had made business and profits bloom with nature's help specifically. Invasive species are not called invasive for nothing. The best we can do to alleviate problems is to utilize them, as we cannot fully control how they will be going as the time goes, for they are nature's as well as the land we are stepping on.